Hey everybody, I am back with my first layout using the This is Halloween kit from Scraptastic. You can find out information about this kit and more at scraptastickclub.com. So I am scrapbooking this picture for my daughter's baby book, and I am trying to get her baby book done by the end of this year because I'm behind and she's 5. And so I decided to go ahead and do this layout of her first Halloween, and she just looks so cute and tiny, and I just miss that age. So let me tell you what I'm using. This beautiful black and white stripe paper. Oh my God, I almost did not want to cut into this. I just love it so much. This is called Magic from the After Dark collection by Crate Paper. I'm also going to use a piece of textured white cardstock for the main base. So I'm going to go ahead and hollow this piece out just by cutting it and leaving about an inch border around. And then I'm going to trim up the paper so I can have about half of an inch. So it'll show that beautiful black and white border. And then, let's see, I'm also going to use a really beautiful, actually I'm going to use a couple of different things. These papers are all beautiful. Let me just qualify that right now. I'm going to use a little bit of that black and white stripe paper again to mount my photo on. And in a minute, I'm going to use another piece of pattern paper that is orange polka dot. And I believe that's from My Mind's Eye called Something Wicked. And then there's going to be a blue paper that I'm going to use that I believe is exclusive to the Scraptastic kit. I wanted to add some layers to this layout, but I didn't want it to be overly layered. Now that piece of paper, the orange and polka dot stripe, that was hard to cut into as well because the flip side of that is this really beautiful plaid. And I think I want to use that plaid for something else down the road, but I didn't want to cut too much into it. Okay, and so here's that blue paper with the stratus clouds in the back. And that was exclusive to Scraptastic. So now I'm trying to decide how I want this layout to work. And this was one of those layouts that I had in mind that I wanted to do sort of this, oh gosh, what would you describe it? Kind of like an L shape for my embellishments and such, and I needed something to anchor that photo, so I took some washi tape that's not exclusive to the kit at all. That's from my stash, and I think I got that from Michael's or something. Then I took a sheet of stickers, and this is called Moonlit by Authentique, and again just layering up that frame at the bottom of the photo. I am going to mark where my photo goes because I want to do a little bit of spritzing on the page, or just do little sprinkles on the page, I should say. I'm using Heidi Swapp's, I believe it's called Black Velvet. Yeah, to sprinkle on the page. And then I wanted some larger splatters, so I just held the applicator above my paper and just let the product drop on the page to create those splatters. I set that aside for a minute to dry, and now I'm ready to adhere my photo. Now, my daughter is not quite 1 in this photo, and a friend of mine made this cute little tulle tutu because we didn't know what she was going to be for Halloween. And so we just called her the Halloween baby that year. And I can't remember what her onesie says in that. We got the onesie, I believe, at Target. Oh yeah, it says Daddy is under my spell. Just so cute. And I'm really enjoying putting her baby book together because there's some of these things, these memories that are these photos that bring back such sweet memories. And I remember we picked her up from nursery school that day. And of course, she had no clue what Halloween was. But putting that little tutu on, and it was so puffy, she couldn't crawl around. So she got very frustrated. And so this was one of the best pictures that I got of her when we first put it on. And then after she was trying to struggle to crawl around, and she finally was able to get on her knees to crawl. And then she was a happy baby because then she could move around. It's just so cute. Okay, so the font that I put down, the sort of the, I guess the cursive Halloween font is from Thickers, and I believe that's called Spooky. And then the orange font is called Boo, and that's also from Thickers. And I'm taking a stamp set that's exclusive to the kit, and in that stamp set it contained, I cannot talk, it contained an image of a spider web, or at least a part of a spider web, and I wanted something there at the bottom to add a bit of interest, and I'm going to go ahead and put, I'm trying to decide, I'm moving it around, I'm trying to decide where else I want to put that spider web. So I stamped it on some wax paper, and I thought I was going to put it there at the corner, and then I forgot I wanted to put a frame up there. So I put that to the side, and then I'm going to go ahead and stamp that spider web, and that is going to serve sort of as a shelf for the year. And you'll see me put that on there in just a second. So I'm using some die cuts. This is called Something Wicked from My Mind's Eye, and it included a frame and a couple of banners. And so that polka dot, black and white polka dot banner, and then the number 31 to signify Halloween. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to the top, just to bring a little interest there to the top corner. I thought about adding my journaling there, but what you will not see in this video, because it was an afterthought, I created a second page. So this is actually a 2-page layout. I created a second pocketed page, which I will show you pictures of on my blog. So make sure you go to the Victoria Marie blog to check that out. Total afterthought. So I'm going to journal more and tell more about the story on that pocketed page. So I took some phrase stickers, and I believe those are by Authentique as well. I might be lying. I'm trying to remember what those phrase stickers are by. Oh, yes, it is. It's called, no. Maybe it's not. I'll post it on my blog. So I went ahead and created that cluster there at the top right. And now I'm going, or the top left. Now I'm going to create a cluster using some die cuts from My Mind's Eye again. And create a small little cluster there at the bottom, with the witch's hat and the pumpkin and such. I put a little bit of enamel dots, and those are from My Mind's Eye as well. And now I'm going to adhere all of those die cut pieces. I'm going to grab a bit of foam squares to pop up that pumpkin just a tiny bit. And then this little die cut that says beware, because of course, as you can see, that was just such a scary little baby. My little Halloween baby. God, I look back on it, on those pictures now, and in fact, I just took a picture of her today at a school event, and she looks so grown now. And I look at these little baby pictures, and it's hard for me to remember her that tiny, and she's such a sweet baby. I can't talk. What is wrong with me tonight? She's just such a sweet kid, such a sweet kid. Okay, so now I'm going to take some puffy stickers, which, can I just say, I love these Studio Puffs. These are awesome. They're from Pink Fresh Studio. And there's a little mummy head, so I decided to put that on there, and then a tiny little candy corn. And I'm just going to tuck those in that little cluster. And I'm trying to decide if I want to use anything else. And I think at this point I'm going to reposition that phrase, and it says, actually I end up taking it off altogether, I believe, on the final layout. Because I forgot what it says. I don't think I use it. So I'm trying to shop it around the page, and it just isn't looking great. So in a minute, I think I'm just going to put it right back on the sticker sheet. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm trying to decide if this page needs anything else. So I'm going to put the year, and I'm going to try it at the bottom. I'm not going to like it. And then I'm going to discover that I put 2011 versus 2010. So I'm going to change that up here in just a second. I didn't mind it there, but I needed a space to journal. And it was at this point that I thought I wanted to put a little bit of journaling on that main page. Okay, so I'm going to shop this around the page a bit, and then I'm ultimately going to decide that that spider web there at the top is going to serve as a shelf for the year. And then I'm going to discover, nope, it's not 2011, it's 2010. So I changed that out and correct it, and that looks good. You notice those little stars there, those are little puffy stars that were from the Pink Fresh Studio puffy collection. And let's see, so I'm doing some journaling lines, and I just put all dressed up and ready to go. Your first Halloween is here, cute. And I'm going to expand upon this story on the second page, which you can see on my blog. Okay, so I'm giving you a closer look. I love this kit. That paper, that black and white striped paper, I could have like 20 pieces of that and I'd be happy. It's so pretty. And I just love scrapbooking this picture. She's just so adorable. And I miss those little baby days. But I certainly appreciate her big kid days as well. So all these wonderful milestones. Okay, guys, some pictures are coming up, and I'll see you next time.